Good afternoon and welcome to the Reset and Recharge webinar. I'm thrilled to be here with you today. My name is Courtney Kasukuti and I will be your host for this session. I'd like to begin with a simple question. How many of you have ever felt mentally drained, struggled to focus, and simply pushed through the day hoping for a break? So I'm here to tell you today that you are not alone. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly juggling work, relationships, deadlines, and personal goals, often neglecting the time we need to recharge. This leads to fatigue, burnout, and decreased productivity, but today we're here to change that. By the end of the session, my goal is for you to leave not only inspired, but also equipped with practical tools to reset, recharge, and perform at your best. Now, looking at our objectives, we will focus on 3 key areas today. Number 1, we want to gain a deeper understanding of mental fatigue and how to overcome it. Number 2, we want to learn how to build resilience and boost motivation with a holistic approach. And number 3, we want to learn practical strategies for managing stress and setting healthy boundaries. Let's begin. So what is mental fatigue? Mental fatigue isn't just feeling tired. It's a real physiological response that occurs when the brain is overworked. Studies show that prolonged cognitive load reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for focus, decision-making, and emotional regulation. This cognitive exhaustion results from extended periods of decision-making, problem-solving, and stress, depleting our ability to concentrate and make effective decisions and also to stay motivated. A study by Loris et al. Found that prolonged mental tasks reduces cognitive control and increase reaction times, making simple decisions harder. Research van der Linden et al. Show that mental fatigue affects working memory, attention span, and emotional regulation, leading to increased errors and impulsivity. Imagine this. You're working from home and your day is already off to a busy start. You wake up, you choose your outfit, you make your breakfast, and you dive into your to-do list. Throughout the day, you're making decisions non-stop, responding to emails, attending meetings, prioritizing tasks, and managing various responsibilities. By the time lunchtime rolls around, you realize you still haven't decided what to eat. You scroll through delivery options, but each one feels overwhelming. You're thinking, should I choose Chinese, pizza, a salad, or something healthier? After a few minutes of back and forth, you settle on whatever feels easiest, not really thinking about what you actually want or need. This is decision fatigue. After a day filled with constant choices, your brain runs low on energy, making even the simple decisions feel mentally exhausting. The more decisions you make, the faster your mental energy drains. Leaders and high performers, whether they're CEOs, doctors, or business owners, face hundreds of decisions daily, which can lead to mental exhaustion and poor judgment. Now let's look at a real-life story. Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and Barack Obama wore the same outfits daily: a black turtleneck, a grey hoodie, or a navy suit. Why? Not because they lacked fashion sense, but because they wanted to eliminate unnecessary decisions. The idea behind this is that by reducing the number of decisions they had to make about clothing each day, they could conserve mental energy for more important decisions. This concept aligns with the idea of simplifying certain areas of your life to focus on what truly matters. Jobs, for example, was known for his iconic black turtleneck, jeans, and sneakers, while Zuckerberg often wore a grey hoodie and Obama famously preferred navy suits. To wrap this up, let's take a step back and reflect on how decision fatigue can impact our daily lives. Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and Barack Obama understood that simplifying certain aspects of their lives, like their outfits, could help preserve their mental energy for more important decisions. This strategy is a powerful reminder that even small, seemingly insignificant choices can add up and drain our mental resources. So now that we understand decision fatigue better, let's look at the signs and symptoms of mental fatigue. Number 1 on our list: Brain fog and lack of focus, you'll see on the top of the slide under mental fatigue. You may find it difficult to concentrate. So what does that look like? It looks like you may find it difficult to concentrate, making even simpler tasks take longer than usual. Tasks that once seemed easy now feel overwhelming or confusing. So research by Lim and Dinger shows that mental fatigue can slow reaction times and impair judgments. That's pretty serious. Lack of motivation is number 2, and emotional drain. You may feel emotionally detached from your work or find it hard to stay engaged in activities you once enjoyed. Burmester et al. Found that as mental energy depletes, motivation and self-control decrease, leading to increased procrastination. Number 3, we have poor decision making and increased mistakes. You may notice yourself taking rash decisions or avoiding decisions altogether. Dazinger et al. Found that decision fatigue causes people to make safe choices or delay making important decisions. I'm sure that sounds familiar to all of us. So now that we've discussed the signs and symptoms of mental fatigue, let's take a closer look at how stress affects productivity, particularly the role of cortisol and its impact on focus. So stress, for all of us who are thinking, okay, so what is stress? The generic response is that stress is a natural and essential response that helps us deal with challenges, both physical and mental. When we face a perceived threat or demand, whether it's a deadline at work, an argument with a loved one, or an unexpected situation, our body goes into fight or flight mode. This is a survival mechanism that has evolved over thousands of years to help us respond quickly and effectively to danger. In this state, the brain signals the release of stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones prepare the body by increasing the heart rate, sharpening focus, and redirecting energy to the muscles, all to help us react swiftly to the challenge at hand. For example, if you're in a meeting and you need to quickly solve a problem, stress can actually boost your performance by improving your focus and your energy levels. It's the body's way of ensuring that you're alert and able to deal with the situation effectively. However, when stress becomes prolonged, as in chronic stress, it starts to take a toll on the body and mind, which leads to fatigue, reduced focus, impaired decision making, and this is where cortisol plays a big role. So looking at the short-term benefits of cortisol, we spoke about increased alertness, reaction speed, it boosts short-term memory and attention for quick decision-making. So those are all benefits of stress. It helps the body mobilize energy to meet immediate challenges. But the long-term effect of stress, if stress remains unchecked, cortisol levels stay elevated for long periods, and this leads to, number 1, reduced focus and mental clarity. So high cortisol shrinks the prefrontal cortex. This is the brain's command center for focus, planning, and decision making. Studies show that prolonged stress reduces working memory capacity, making multitasking and problem solving harder. The second one we have is increased procrastination and poor decision making. Chronic stress impairs dopamine regulation, lowering motivation. High cortisol depletes willpower, making it easy to default to easy, unproductive tasks like scrolling all day long. The next one we have is burnout and emotional exhaustion. Research by Sonnentag et al. Found that employees who don't recover from stress experience more engagement, more mistakes, and faster burnout. Chronic stress also reduces emotional regulation, making small frustrations feel overwhelming. Before we dive deeper, let's take a moment to reflect. Productivity struggles look different for everyone. So some people feel overwhelmed by distractions, while others battle procrastination or burnout. Think about your own experience. I want you to take a few seconds to identify your biggest productivity challenge. Recognizing the problem is the first step towards overcoming it. Once you have it in mind, keep it with you as we go through today's session. So I'm going to prompt you with 3 questions that I would like you to answer while you're thinking about your biggest productivity challenge. So the first one is, Do you struggle to stay focused because of constant notifications or interruptions? The second one is, do you put off important tasks until the last minute, even when you know they matter? And are you feeling exhausted, unmotivated, or mentally drained? So these questions are questions that you can always use to check in with yourself, like how am I feeling? Am I struggling to stay focused? Do I put off important tasks? Am I procrastinating? Do I feel unmotivated? So once you can identify that, like we mentioned, it's the first step towards overcoming it. Okay. So next we're going to move on to Maslow. So we're diving into a powerful psychological framework called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This model helps us understand the foundation of well-being and how it directly relates to our energy levels, productivity, and overall life satisfaction. But first, let's talk about something many of us experience: exhaustion. Why do we feel exhausted? Exhaustion isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and even spiritual. According to research, chronic stress and unmet needs across various areas of life can leave us drained when we're not addressing certain levels of our needs. The body compensates by activating the stress responses, leading to mental fatigue, emotional overwhelm, and physical tiredness. The key here is balance. When our needs are met in a healthy, balanced way, we are more likely to thrive. But when one or more levels are neglected, exhaustion and burnout can occur. Let's break down these levels using Maslow's 5 stages and see how they apply to your life, at work and at home. Number 1, at the base of the pyramid, you'll see the physiological needs. Our most basic needs are food, water, sleep, and movement. These needs are crucial for survival. Research has shown that when we neglect these, our ability to think clearly, make decisions, and even control emotions diminish. Chronic lack of sleep, for example, has been linked to impaired cognitive function, higher stress, and a weakened immune system. Number 2, we have safety and security. At this level, we seek security, both physical and psychological. Maslow emphasizes that safety is essential for progress. Our sense of safety impacts our ability to thrive, both in personal and professional settings. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of this. When we don't set clear limits, especially in our relationships or work, it can lead to stress, burnout, and emotional exhaustion. Research shows that without healthy boundaries, we are more likely to experience increased anxiety and fatigue as we continuously overextend ourselves. Financial stability also plays a significant role. Studies have shown that when people feel uncertain about their finances or environment, stress levels rise, which can lead to health problems, poor decision making, and burnout. Financial instability is a leading cause of anxiety for adults, especially when it interferes with our sense of safety. Setting boundaries can be seen as a form of self-care. It involves defining what is acceptable and what is not. And it's protecting your energy from external demands. This enables a clear focus on what matters most, creating a stable foundation for the next levels of Maslow's hierarchy. The third level is belonging and connection. As human beings, we are social creatures. Connection is not just a nice to have, it's essential for our emotional health and our overall well-being. From the moment we are born, our need for belonging is central to our development and survival. Strong relationships and communication are foundational to a fulfilling life, both personally and professionally. Research shows that social connections is one of the most important predictors of health and longevity. When our relationships are strained or when we feel isolated, it has a direct negative impact on our mental and physical health. Loneliness can be deeply damaging. A groundbreaking study by University College London found that loneliness is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day in terms of health impact. This shocking statistic underscores just how crucial our connections are, not just for emotional well-being, but for the physical health too. Social isolation activates the body's stress response, releasing hormones like cortisol that can impair immune function, increase inflammation, and contribute to depression and anxiety. Without regular positive social interactions, we are more susceptible to a wide range of mental health issues, including chronic stress, depression, and anxiety. When we feel disconnected, our brain perceives it as a threat to survival, which triggers a fight or flight response, further exacerbating stress levels. On the flip side, when we have strong supportive relationships, our emotional health improves. Positive relationships have been shown to reduce stress, improve coping abilities, and boost overall happiness. Effective communication plays a key role in maintaining these relationships. When we are open, clear, and compassionate in our communication, we create deeper emotional bonds, promote understanding, and reduce the chances of conflict. Healthy communication also enables us to express our needs, set boundaries, and ask for support when we need to, all of which are essential for maintaining our psychological and emotional well-being. It is important to remember that connection isn't just about having people around you. It's about having meaningful, reciprocal relationships, high-quality relationships where both individuals feel valued, heard, and respected. Whether through family, friends, colleagues, or community, these relationships are critical for our sense of security and fulfillment. Moving on to number 4, self-esteem. The fourth level of Maslow's hierarchy focuses on self-esteem and recognition. After fulfilling basic needs like safety, connection, we start to seek validation and recognition for our efforts, and we long for a sense of accomplishment. This level is critical for cultivating self-worth and a sense of competence. When we don't receive the recognition we deserve, or when we feel we are unworthy of success, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, diminished motivation, and a lack of confidence. Recognition is essential for reinforcing our sense of self-esteem. When our achievements are acknowledged, it boosts our confidence and motivates us to continue striving for success, whether in personal or professional settings. Recognition helps us to see ourselves as capable and valuable. However, when recognition is lacking or inconsistent, feelings of worthlessness can creep in. This is often compounded by negative self-talk when we start to believe that we aren't good enough or we don't deserve success. A study by Cohen and Gosher on boosting self-esteem in students demonstrated how critical recognition can be for motivation. The researchers found that when students received positive reinforcement, their self-esteem improved, which led to better academic performance, increased motivation, and a greater sense of resilience in the face of challenges. This finding highlights the direct link between self-worth and achievement. When we feel valued and capable, we are more likely to take risks, pursue goals, and bounce back from setbacks. Similarly, self-care is a critical aspect of fostering self-esteem. Taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally helps us acknowledge our own value. Practicing self-care activities like healthy nutrition, exercise, and mindfulness not only contribute to our physical health but also communicate to ourselves that we are worth the time and effort. Engaging in self-care reinforces the belief that we deserve to feel good and that we are worthy of taking care of our own needs. Recognizing achievements, both big and small, and regularly practicing self-care can create a cycle of positive reinforcement, boosting self-esteem and encouraging us to keep moving forward. The more we recognize and value ourselves, the more likely we are to continue striving for success and creating meaningful achievements. Now we get into the last level, which is self-actualization. Self-actualization is the pinnacle, I would say, of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's right at the top, representing the realization of our fullest potential. So at this level, it's all about personal growth, purpose, and meaning. When we reach this stage, we are focused on becoming the best version of ourselves and achieving a sense of fulfillment that transcends material success. At this point, we seek work, experiences, and relationships that align with our deeper values and life purpose. Individuals who are purpose-driven are typically more resilient and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Purpose gives us direction, helps us navigate through adversity, and makes our daily efforts feel meaningful. When we feel that our actions and work align with our values and contribute to something larger than ourselves, it creates a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond external rewards like money or status. Studies have shown that having a sense of purpose significantly contributes to overall well-being and life satisfaction. For example, a study by Sergio et al. Found that individuals who had a strong sense of purpose reported greater happiness, better mental health, and a great sense of life satisfaction. Those who are clear about their purpose tend to have higher resilience. They cope better with stress and setbacks. This is likely because a clear sense of purpose helps reframe challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than insurmountable obstacles. Self-actualization is often associated with continuous growth, learning, and exploration. It's the ongoing journey of becoming rather than just achieving. As such, this need is about pushing ourselves to explore new possibilities, learn new skills, and fully engage in life. When we are living in alignment with our purpose, we experience a profound sense of meaning that provides us with a reason to wake up every day, eager to continue on our path of growth. So this sums up the 5 levels. So I want us to take a moment to reflect because that was quite a lot of information. Think about the area of your life where you feel that you struggle with the most, or you have the most dissatisfaction. So if you think about the different levels, is it the foundation of your physiological needs, your sense of safety perhaps, the quality of your relationships, your self-esteem, or perhaps your sense of purpose? So you're just identifying the level that you struggle with the most using the 5 levels. Okay, so reflecting on this can help you pinpoint where energy is being drained and where you need to focus your attention for greater balance and well-being. When all of those needs are met, we experience not just survival but thriving. I mean, you can see from the physiological needs to self-actualization, it kind of paints the picture. So today, not now, but today, take a moment to check in with yourself and ask yourself, where do I need to focus my energy? Is it physiological, safety, connection, self-esteem, purpose, meaning, value? Just in Maslow's hierarchy, isn't just about the solving a problem. It's about building a foundation for a life of greater energy, fulfillment, and success. Next, we are going to dive into strategies because we spoke a lot about the what's and the why, and now we're going to speak about how. We're going to explore what actions we can take to optimize our body's performance through healthy habits. So to achieve peak mental performance, it is essential to address not only mind, but also your body's needs. The link between nutrition, physical health, and mental productivity is clear. By properly fueling your body and mind, you can boost focus, clarity, and energy all day long. Your brain, we'll start with the brain. Your brain is a high-performance organ that requires proper nutrients to function optimally. What you eat directly affects your cognitive abilities, mood, and productivity. Eat smart. Omega-3 fatty acids that's found in fatty fish, flax seeds, walnuts are essential for brain health and have been shown to enhance memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. They're also linked to improved mood and mental clarity. Proteins, the building blocks of neurotransmitters that help regulate mood, focus, and memory. Foods like lean meat, eggs, legumes, and nuts provide amino acids which are crucial for the production of dopamine and serotonin, 2 neurotransmitters that help maintain focus and reduce stress. Complex carbs, found in whole grains, vegetables, and fruits, provide sustained energy and help maintain steady blood sugar levels, which are important for concentration and avoiding energy slumps throughout the day. Avoid energy crashes, cut back on sugar, processed foods, and excess caffeine. High sugar intake causes rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, leading to sudden energy dips, irritability, and lack of focus. Processed foods, which often contain added sugars and unhealthy fats, can negatively affect brain function and cognitive performance. Caffeine, when consumed in excess, can disrupt your body's natural energy rhythms and lead to adrenal burnout, anxiety, and disrupted sleep. Limiting caffeine to 1 or 2 servings in the morning can help maintain energy and productivity throughout the day. Stay hydrated. Hydration plays a crucial role in cognitive function. Even mild dehydration can significantly impair your ability to concentrate, making decisions, and retain information. Research shows that just 1 to 2% drop in hydration can reduce work memory, focus, and mood. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water per day and increase intake if you're active or in hot environments. Additionally, herbal teas, water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables can contribute to overall hydration. Okay, next up we have moving for mental clarity. So physical movement not only improves physical health, but also boosts brain function by increasing blood flow to the brain and releasing endorphins that help improve mood and mental clarity. So start with small movements. Small movements have big impact. Stretching. Throughout the day, stand up, stretch. This will increase your blood flow to muscles and improves flexibility, which can help reduce fatigue and stiffness, especially if you're sitting in front of a laptop the whole day. So regular stretching can help prevent the mental sluggishness that often accompanies long periods of sitting, like I mentioned. Posture. Posture is important. It's another crucial factor. Research actually shows that posture can negatively affect breathing, energy, and mood. Keeping your back straight and shoulders relaxed can improve your focus and make you feel more energized. Being mindful of your posture throughout the day can also prevent back pain and enhance overall comfort. Work smarter. Use the Pomodoro technique plus movement for better focus. So the Pomodoro technique involves working in 25-minute intervals of focused work, so followed by a 5-minute break. During these breaks, it's important for you to move, whether it's a quick walk around your workspace, a few minutes of stretching, deep breathing, sitting in the sun, getting some vitamin D. Moving your body resets your mind and it helps to improve focus and productivity. Research suggests that incorporating movement into work breaks helps to refresh your mind and body, preventing burnout and boosting mental clarity for the next work interval. Third on our list, we have quick reset. Try deep breathing, so box breathing, which is quite interesting. When stress builds up or energy dips, so this is when you're feeling stressed or when your energy dips, you feel a bit sluggish during the day, what you can do is deep breathing. So this is a technique where you will inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold again for 4 seconds before repeating. So this technique helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's rest and digest state. By slowing your breathing, you reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone we spoke about earlier, and we promote relaxation, focus, and clarity. Try this quick reset when you feel stressed or mentally fatigued, and it will help you feel rejuvenated in just a few minutes. By combining the right nutrition, staying hydrated, and incorporating movement throughout your day, you can optimize both your physical and mental performance. These strategies are not just about getting through the day. They are about sustaining and boosting your energy, focus, and overall well-being for long-term success. Fuel your brain with the right foods, stay active, and don't forget to take regular breaks to keep stress at bay and enhance your productivity. Let's look at how we can combat stress. I mean, that's why we're all here. So stress is a natural part of life, but when it's left unmanaged, it can significantly impact both our physical and mental well-being. Thankfully, there are effective strategies that can help us reset and manage stress in a healthy way. Let's explore a few powerful tools to help you stay calm, focused, and productive even when stress levels rise. We're going to look at a tool called the 3-minute reset exercise. The 3-minute reset exercise is designed to quickly reduce stress, clear your mind, and help you refocus. Here's how it works. You find a quiet space, take a break from your current environment, so you need to step away. If you can, close your eyes and sit comfortably. Number 2, you start deep breathing. So you can use the same box breathing that we spoke about earlier, or you can start with deep, slow breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. And you can repeat this for 3 full rounds. This breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces stress. Another tool is focus on the present. As you breathe, shift your attention to the present moment. Let go of any lingering worries or distractions. Focus on how your body feels, how your breath moves, and the sensations around you. While you're doing that, reflect. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to feel more in control? Just that question. This reflection helps you regain a sense of agency, clearing mental clutter, and resetting your stress levels. The quick reset helps to lower cortisol, stress hormone, and bring you back to a state of balance in just 3 minutes. The next tool we have, which is quite underrated, is the power of sleep. The number one productivity booster in my opinion. Sleep is often overlooked in our quest for productivity, but it's one of the most powerful tools we have for mental clarity and focus. Quality sleep improves memory, decision making, and problem solving, making it the top productivity booster. Research shows that sleep deprivation significantly impairs cognitive function, reaction time, and emotional regulation. A consistent 7 to 9 hours sleep per night has been linked to better productivity, creativity, and mental well-being. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories, processes emotions, and clears toxins, which is essential for maintaining peak cognitive performance. The next tool we have is the mindful pause. This is my favorite. So in today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded with tasks, notifications, responsibilities. This continuous rush can lead to mental fatigue and overwhelm. A simple but powerful technique to counter this is a mindful pause. The mindful pause is about slowing down, even just for a moment, to center yourself and regain control over your reactions. It's an intentional break where you step out of automatic pilot and become fully present in the moment. How do we practice the mindful pose? You pause. Step 1. When you feel stress building, stop for a moment, take a breath, take a few breaths, observe. So now you're tapping into your senses. You tune in, you notice what is happening around you. What can you hear? What can you smell? What can you see? So you step out of the thinking mode and you go into your senses. This helps you anchor yourself in the present moment. Because you're breathing while you're doing that. So you're activating that parasympathetic nervous system. Then you ask yourself, how do I want to respond in this situation? So the pause plus the breathing gives you the opportunity to choose a more intentional, calm response rather than reacting impulsively or out of stress. By incorporating these pauses throughout your day, you can prevent overwhelm, improve focus, and maintain a sense of calm. What I want all of us to know is that stress is inevitable, but with the right tools, you can prevent it from hindering your performance. The 3-minute reset exercise, the power of quality sleep, and the mindful pause can help you manage stress more effectively, improving both your mental well-being and productivity. By making this strategies part of your daily routine, you can optimize your focus, creativity, and ability to handle stress, ultimately leading to a more productive and fulfilling life. Our last topic for the day teaches us about setting boundaries to prevent burnout. So burnout is a real and growing concern, especially in today's hustle culture, where the pressure to constantly perform and push ourselves is ever present. However, working harder does not always equate to better results. Let's explore how setting boundaries and managing stress can help us maintain balance, avoid burnout, and improve productivity. There's a pervasive myth that the more you work, the more successful you'll be. However, research consistently shows that working harder without taking care of your well-being leads to diminishing returns. In fact, long hours, stress, and overworking reduce creativity, decision-making, and productivity. A study by the World Health Organization found that the long working hours are linked to an increase in stroke and heart disease. Hustle culture may promise success, but it often leads to exhaustion, burnout, and decreased overall effectiveness. The key to true success lies in not working harder, but in working smarter and maintaining a healthy balance. Balance will always be key. So how do we set boundaries without feeling guilty? Because that often comes up. Setting boundaries is essential for mental well-being, but many people feel guilty when they say no to others. It's time to break free from this guilt and learn how to set boundaries effectively without an apology. So, no is a complete sentence. Saying no doesn't require an explanation, justification, or guilt. It's a healthy response to protect your time and your energy. Remind yourself that your time is valuable and that it's okay for you to prioritize your needs first. Then you have the 3Ps framework: protect, prioritize, and practice. Protect. Protect means guard your time and your energy. Be mindful of the commitments you take on and be aware of what drains you. Prioritize. Focus on what truly matters. Say yes to things that align with your values and your goals, and say no to things that don't serve you. Number 3, practice. Setting boundaries is a skill that requires practice. The more you practice saying no and protecting your time, the easier it will become. Setting boundaries allows you to honor your needs and prevent burnout, leading to better mental clarity and productivity. How we can reframe stress is that we can shift our perspective from I have to I get to. It's a more way of being grateful for what you have and what you are experiencing. When we see tasks as opportunities instead of obligations, we start to feel more in control and motivated. It's a simple shift of language. For example, instead of thinking I have to give this presentation, try thinking I get to share my ideas with others. This simple change in language can alleviate stress and promote a positive mindset. The last structure we have is the 3 wins method. This is a small victory daily method. So each day, aim to identify 3 small wins, whether it's completing a task, practicing self-care, or making a progress on a larger goal. These small victories give you a sense of accomplishment and help you build momentum, reducing the feeling of being overwhelmed. The 3 wins method helps shift your focus from what you haven't done, that checklist, to-do list that you have, to what you have done, boosting your sense of agency and reducing stress. Reflection time. Take a moment to reflect on your current responsibilities and commitments. Identify just one boundary that you will set this week to protect your time and well-being. It could be saying no to a non-essential request, setting a specific work hour limit, especially for us that work from home, taking a break from a stressful task to recharge. Write it down and commit to honoring this boundary. By setting clear boundaries, you can avoid burnout, reduce your stress, and focus on what truly matters in your personal and professional life. Burnout doesn't have to be an inevitable consequence of ambition. By setting clear boundaries, reframing stress, and focusing on small victories, you can prevent burnout and cultivate sustainable productivity. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. And prioritizing your well-being, start implementing these strategies today to protect your time, reduce stress, and achieve greater balance in your life. So let's recap. The first one we have is how do we combat mental fatigue? Identify stresses to improve focus and decision making. Holistic well-being, address basic needs: nutrition, sleep, hydration, and set boundaries for emotional balance. How do we boost productivity? Eat well, stay hydrated, move regularly, and practice deep breathing. How do we manage stress effectively? Use mindful pauses, a 3-minute reset, and prioritize quality sleep. Prevent burnout, set boundaries confidently, reframe stress positively, and celebrate wins. Just one action. What's one action that you'll take today? That's basically just the last reflection that I have for you. Thank you for joining the Reset and Recharge. That brings me to the end of the formal presentation. For anyone interested in gaining a better understanding of the world, SACAP Global's online short courses and workshops offer flexible learning opportunities for personal and professional development. We believe that lifelong learning and unique human skills are key to finding practical solutions to challenges. Visit our website for more information. A big thank you for our attendees for joining this session.